Now I see it. Now I can see that I am making a sound. I can see a blue bar, green bar. It appears to be working. Should be working now. Like stream. I thought I was already streaming. I don't know. Should be able to hear me. Should be able to hear me. Huh. It's gonna be one of them damn nights. I can already see it. Monitor off, monitor on. Let me get the other thing. Oh, it's the earpiece. It's the earpiece that's on. Hold on a minute. I might have this figured out here. Let's go back to. There it goes. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? I don't got but damn 5,000 different damn inputs. Never know which one it's loading. Uh, I don't see it up here though. And I damn sure don't hear myself talking. Oh, you can hear me. And that's good then. I'm not sure what's being picked up. I think it's the earpiece. Alright, yeah, so this was a brain god mesa thing that I sent ChatGTP based on the one that I did, which is off the original game. I'd probably be faster just load the damn game or load the scene from the game. Now, hold on a minute. I'm still getting used to this OB thing, whatever. I ain't been messing. I haven't done much live streaming. I might have moved it. Oh, I know where it is. It's in the level. But did I move that back? And always moving stuff around. I don't have enough hard drive space for everything. I'm always shuffling things around. That's not the right one. It is. Here it is. God damn it. Yeah, so that's the one I got from the game. 3 hour early good night after you're done. Yeah. It's about that's only one it's only 2:20 here. I'm sorry, 12:20. So I'm really kind of just now waking up. I'll probably be on here till about 5 a.m. and sleep till about lunchtime. And then drag ass all afternoon. Get my second wind about 9 p.m. Yeah, I'm just gonna record this thing like I'm talking like somebody and anybody can watch it later. So we got a flag here. This flag is one of those tattered looking ones. It looks like it was shredded up. like it was on Saturn in the damn wind, or Jupiter rather, where the wind blows really fast toward it shreds. That's what it looks like. And, I just had just a screenshot from the game to kind of go on that. There's like a stick thing that kind of like an arc, kind of like a pole. The pole's kind of like shaped kind of like that in the ground. Of course, the wind blows all them things. So anyway, we got that. So if we're gonna make that a flag in the game, um, we just have to go into Blender and make a mesh plane, and it'll work with the wind also, the forest wind emitter. All right, let's go to Blender. All right, so we'll just make a mesh plane, a simple mesh plane. We'll rotate it up like that at 90 degrees. Now go ahead and import in a little car from the game. I got a good sense of scale here when I got a car to look at. Yeah, see, that needs to be bigger. Probably about that big. And we'll apply all our transforms. Put a texture on it. I gotta make those bigger. I know nobody can see that. Let me change my scaling here. And it's hard to see. I think it's a little better, but not really. Later I'll fix it in here so it's better to see. I think I gotta go into preferences and change all that. Kind of like where you customize your look thing. I could take a quick peek, see if I can see it real quick, but I don't know. Well, there's some textures. Um, oh, there we go. That's good enough, I think. All right, so we put our picture. If you're making anything in Blender for Beam, just keep in mind you're only going to use that base color. You can adjust the alpha too, but base color is the only thing Beam's going to see. And you have to do all the other stuff. If you make it in here, you can make it, you just have to apply it in the game. Uh, Someone did make a plugin for Blender that translates this stuff into Beam, but you pretty much had to learn the language he made up for it to work. And it wasn't a simple thing like I thought. I bought it. It was like a $3 Patreon thing. And I said, nah, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to pretty much do all the work for you. You still got to learn some stuff, and I don't got time to do all that. Got too many things I'm trying to learn now. But it's very interesting. Someone makes somebody very happy who's got the time to put in it. I don't know why when they made this, you go into your UV editor. I don't know why they did not automatically turn on material preview there. keep thinking they're going to update Blender and finally have it, so you ain't got to do that, but nope. Now this is far easier than 3D Max was. I learned this in just a couple months. I mean, I've had Max forever, and I still never learned that damn thing. Never did. I love their water simulator, though. They got really cool water. I like Blender's water, but I like Max's better. You didn't have a container. If you had a little pool of water and you had an asteroid hit it, it'd shoot that water however many thousands of miles away, it would shoot it away. Here you got a damn, like a simulated square that everything happens in. And if you make the square bigger, then your voxels get bigger. But that wasn't the case with that one. So the more times you subdivide this, the more it'll blow in the wind, or you'll see detail blowing in the wind. Just remember, each one of those cubes will move, sway, whatnot. Now, you don't want to go crazy and do something like that, or that, really. You don't need that much. Uh, Something like that probably be alright. Maybe less than that. And then I'll remove the excess that I'm not using. From the top and from the sides, and I can even cut it even more if I wanted to. I could just take the knife, cut like that, and then select those faces and remove them. Well, you don't got to, but you can if you wanted to. I just think the less polygons, the better. All right, now the fun part. Go into here, and then go to object mode, and you'll go to vertex paint. Now you remember you got to be in that. It ain't gonna show you in that one. You got to be in that one. You start with black. You can paint everything black. Black does not move in the wind at all. Red moves like a tree trunk. So if this was a tree and you wanted the bottom to not move at all because it's in the ground, and then you want part of it to kind of sway in the wind, then you do something like that. It should give you a good gradient. Like you do a good gradient like that, and it'll kind of just rock a little. Now, if you're talking about leaves and small limbs, the colors for that is going to be green and blue. So like you just randomly put little spots here and there and do it with the green. Now, I haven't found the best blending method for all this yet. I've kind of been just experimenting with it myself. But something like that, you know. Now, I know it's not a tree, but what it'll do is it'll make the stuff on the side here that's the little strips of canvas or whatever the hell they are, those will be uh, towards the outside, and then over to that stick thing that doesn't move at all. It'll be black there. And then probably put some blue into there. I didn't mean to confuse you all with the damn tree example, but no, that would be like how you do a tree, but this is a sign. It's not going to be exactly the same. You can always come back and redo it if it doesn't work out right. I'll go ahead and tell you now that wind can be funny. Like you can change certain things in the forest wind thing, in the forest tool, and not see the change until you reload. You'll end up messing up stuff because you'll do too much thinking, man, I ain't seen no change yet. It's still not doing nothing. And come to find out, it's just because you hadn't reloaded yet. Let's try that. I think it'd probably be alright. So that's done. Now what I'll do is double it so it looks a little thicker than what it is. By just doubling it, Shift D, moving that out just a bit. And since this is going to be on the other side, look at her face orientation. One's inside out because we're basically looking at the back of the mesh plane. So you'd have to flip it, go into edit mode, hit A, mesh normals flip. That'll put them on the other side. Oh, select them all, mesh normals flip. Now you got that. Both sides. Now this has got an alpha transparency background in it. So that'll remove in the game when you set the alpha clip up. I'm going to join them both together and name them something. Shred flag. What I name the texture? Yeah, it's going to be the same thing, but lowercase. For me, I try not to ever use uppercase for my texture names because from the beginning I knew I'd be always forgetting, so I said I'll just stick to always make them lowercase, and I never have to question if I did it or not. I try to use capitals for the object name. Now you can see our origin points at the 3D cursor. You don't have to do anything, but if you were to have moved it, you'd see it moved. You'd have to reapply all transforms. But we should be good. I'm not doing any lots for this. It ain't got that many polygons anyway. I'm gonna export it to the level. Speaking of the level, I need to move it. I still ain't got my level back where it needs to be. I got it in the wrong folder. I got tired of waiting on it to load. It was taking too damn long to load, and I was impatient, so I moved it out of here and just let the game make a generic grid map, or small grid rather. See, oh, I did move it back. No, I didn't. That's the damn 3-4. Yeah, that's not the one. You delete all that. Now I gotta find it. Where'd I put it? I got damn icons on both screens. Not sure where. Let me just search for it. It's faster than trying to open up all them folders. Desktop, new folder. Alright, there it is. Half my icons are on the other monitor. I'm gonna put that in its own folder in there. If you wanted to put it with other stuff, you'll have to manually add the texture. If you don't have to do all that, then just make a new folder and it'll make that base texture over there. As long as it's not procedural texture, it'll make the base texture. Let's call this. All right, now we'll load the level and we'll have us a flag in there. It ain't gonna move yet though. I think I fixed the damn depth map problem. I did with the earlier map. I haven't done it with this level, with this one yet. It's telling me my depth map was the wrong resolution, and it was the wrong, it wasn't grayscale or it wasn't 8-bit, and it was all of those things. It was all those things. So I tricked it, I guess. I don't know. I told it to do, I scaled the resolution to half. So then all it told me was just that I had the wrong resolution, and then when I switched it back, it worked. It didn't have the other errors either. I submitted a ticket to the repository, and I never did follow through with them on it because I was like, man, I don't want to go digging up all that stuff. You got to send half your computer to them pretty much, all them files, all them log files. And I said, now I got to clean my temp folder. I got to do this. I got to purge the texture. I got all that shit to do before I can even send it. I said, let me try to figure it out. That way I ain't got to fool with it. But they're pretty good about getting back with me on it. I try not to bug them unless I absolutely have to. I try to figure all this stuff out without anybody's help. Chat window's gone again. Why did it get away from me? There it is. I think I'm the only one here. That's fine. That's fine. Probably better that way. I get distracted easy. And I'm trying not to talk very loud because everybody's sleeping around here. So just how this is blowing with the wind, we're going to have it. We're going to make the one for that sign too. So the first thing you got to do is go into the world editor and go to your forest tool. And once you get your forest tool, you'll want to go to the brushes, make you a new brush. Add a new brush group, or you can add it to one that's already in here. It's like if I already had flags in here and I wanted to make a new one, I could easily do that. So make a new group. Call it what you're going to call it. Let's call it flags. Hit enter, and then go to here and make a new element for it. And the element, you name whatever flag you're working on, or whatever thing you got blowing in the wind. I call it a flag or a sign, I don't remember. I think it's flag, but it's a sign. I don't know why the hell I was thinking flag. I don't remember what I damn named it now. But hit enter, and then go to your meshes here, and you're going to make a new mesh. And so you'll pick one. It'd be great if you could just duplicate one of these that's in here and not have to redo everything, but just add a new mesh, and then you're going to have to locate that DAE you exported from Blender into your level. So I stuck it in its own little folder called shredded flag, and then pick the DAE and hit open, and then you'll see over here probably nothing. If it's a mesh plane, you might not see anything. And you got to change your wind settings. So I got all that stuff saved so I don't have to keep hunting it down every time I want to use it. I had it printed out on my laptop. I'm sorry, my monitor. So I could always just look at it You'd be surprised how many times you got to refer back to it. So I can't memorize that. I try to, but I don't do well with that. Now these are the settings that after you make it the first time, it's like you got to reload the damn game if you want them to take. Like you can change stuff here after you made it, and it ain't gonna do nothing until you reload it. For some of these, anyway. So we got the radius. The radius is how close they can be together, 0.5 meters. The mass is for how rigid it is. Tightness coefficient. I'm just copying it over here. I don't know what half of these things do. I tried to do my own settings and it did not turn out good. Looked like a damn. It looked like somebody tripping on something. Them things were all over the place on the screen. Looked like some psychedelic effect or something. Once you got that entered in, you can go back to your brushes, pick the element, and then assign the forced item that you just made, and it should work. You should be able to paint it right away and see it, but we don't see it. I don't know why yet. Got an error. You see how it just flashed? It didn't do shit. That happened before when I was making some of these, and I just have to reload the level. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but it doesn't take for some reason. Did I save the level? Yeah, it's like it doesn't save it right, or it doesn't. I don't know what the hell it does with it, but it does that sometimes. So anybody else find that useful? Up at the top, there you got all the damn how many times you loaded that particular map. I don't particularly see a use for it. Somebody thought they went through the files and saw that they're gonna probably add those to the cars too. So you got most used. I don't use enough stuff to matter though. Would make a difference for me anyway. I don't use that much stuff. Maybe one map at a time, and I don't really much play the game other than when I'm testing stuff. Try to play it. See, it ain't even in here. It's like it never did save it. Map, see, it's not in there at all. So we'll do it again. All right, let me get my thing here. I'm gonna move this to the other screen. 0.5, 4, 20, 0.4, 0.004, 0.4, 0.004, 0.1, and 1. Now, I don't think it makes a difference, but I'm going to hit save and then see. Go back to our decal. I mean, our decal, our damn element. So now it's there. And now we got our flag. So I don't know why it does that. I couldn't tell you. Now it's just barely moving. It definitely ain't moving like one of those would look like moving. I gotta see how far do I got my. I may not have my wind set up far on this one. Let me go back to. You want your wind to blow farther? You just go into where the game's installed in the Steam library, Steam apps, BeamNG drive. You go into settings in there, and you'll see defaults.json. If you scroll down to the bottom, that tells the thing how far to blow the wind. The default is 25. That's not very far at all. Now, don't do like 500 on the East Coast, or you're gonna cripple your computer. But like 150, and you don't have much stuff on the screen, that ain't gonna be that much. That ain't gonna make that much of a difference, really. So just save it and then go back to the game and hit Control L to reload Lua, and then it should update it. So you'll see the stuff blowing farther away now. Should. May have to reload it. Yeah, I see that stuff moving. It's just not moving much. The wind ain't blowing enough. So pull up the forest wind emitter. If you don't have one, you can always make one. Just go to create object. And I believe it's here, other classes, and you'll see, if you type in forest, you'll see forest wind emitter. You can just add it like that if you don't have one in your scene tree. And then you got the strength of the wind. Now this one will start to affect what's in the background. You see back there, it's blowing. This one does do right away. All the others, I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't much fool with them. Every time I do, it never ends up looking right. See, too much wind. That could be painted too much also. But that's not moving very much, is it, folks? It's moving, but it's not moving much. See if I can. Wind scale. Rigidness. Yeah, it don't look like it's doing nothing. Mass. Just save it, reload it, and then you'll see it doing something different when you come back. I guess it's just a workaround for the workaround. There's a lot of workarounds. Where's my chat window? Keeps disappearing over here, man. Damn. Finally, I got. Are you going to release BeamNG Drive on mobile? Oh, I'm not working for the developers. No, I just develop for myself. Now, I would like to. Someone entertained the thought of me working for them. Said maybe they'll reach out to you next year. Well, it's 2 years. I ain't heard nothing yet. Shit, I'd work for them. I'd get that. I'd get them damn particles running good over there. That's what they need help with. Them particles, man. That's the thing I like messing with a lot. All right, that ain't gonna work. We need to let it be more painted. It's not a hard thing to do. Just go back and repaint it. And then re-export it over itself. Ah, man, I'd like to work for them. I wouldn't mind going out there to where they're at, I guess in Germany or wherever they are. Yeah, I guess it's Germany. Quite a ways from here, though. Oh, I wonder what made you think I worked for them. Um, Now, some people have gotten hired. Um, Rob Heritage, otherwise known as High Def, he got hired on, but he was pretty dedicated to the cause, I guess you could say, for many years. And they got a small team, so they hired Agent Y too, apparently, because he's got a developer color on his name now, orange. But that guy, I was like, I told High Def or Rob, I said, man, y'all should give that guy a job. That guy is one of the smartest people. My other friend went and interviewed with him. He didn't take the job. He makes more money on his job, I guess. He didn't. He didn't want to do it. And they told him, well, you can't sell your mods anymore if you work for us. So I think that was the real sticking point for him, because he likes to make money off the mods. And hell, I don't blame him. Told him one day if I make something good enough, I might sell it for $1, maybe. You could run a lot of people away with charging money for things. I've been doing everything for free so far for, well, about 3 years. But maybe year 4, I might actually sell something. Maybe. I have a paid version and a free version, though. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know yet. What kind of name is that? Candle bearer, but creepy. Candle bearer. That's like at a funeral, ain't it? The person that carries the candles. That's a pallbearer. Never mind. That's not what I'm thinking. Different kind of bearer. See, it's more of an area now. Let me change the thing. Are you talking about BeamNG? I think people play that shit with like the cloud gaming. Is how they're doing it. It's never gonna come out on a phone. Well, I won't say never. I never thought I'd see Resident Evil on a phone or on an Apple phone. No, yeah, on an iPhone of all things. I never thought I'd see that. So I guess anything's possible, but it'd be very limited. I think you couldn't do much with it if it was on a phone. You couldn't like. I mean, you got so many keys and everything on the computer, and all these keys all go to stuff. It would suck for anybody on a console too. They'd have to do like all these different action wheels and hold left one and press this to get that one, and that'd be a mess. Two, the consoles, their CPUs are not good enough for Beam. They would be okay for a couple cars maybe, but they damn sure wouldn't be good enough for like a whole race of cars, like all the cars. About damn near the i9 uh, 10850 pretty much now to have all the cars at once, at least at 4K anyway. Well, that don't match. That don't actually that don't matter. That's the graphics card, but the CPU handles the workload of all the damn physics um, for the game. Oh, I'm gonna subdivide it again. Make paint a little closer. Got some new settings that are on the other screen. There's settings for trees, there's settings for bushes. I just took a screenshot of two of them, a tree and a bush, and I'm putting in the bushes properties now. 1, 5, and 0.07. And these are the forest wind emitter settings that I had saved on another, it's on the other screen over here. That's from another map. The wind worked good there, so I just said I'll just use that. So that might be alright. It ain't moving as much as I'd like. White is supposed to move the most. The color white. I'll try it. We're getting there. Shit moves a lot, don't it? But it is moving more. That might be as good as it's gonna get. All right, I'm gonna reload it, and except yeah, I'll just use that. It's not ideal, but make it throw a little red in there. Maybe that'll give it a little better look. Yeah, hell, that's about as good as I'm gonna get. Well, let's make a stick for it. Something like a pole. No, what the hell is that shit? I just realized something. This is an older damn save. So I'm trying to figure out why is that here. That was something I did a long time ago. This is the old version of it. This is not the newest version. Yeah, 'cause I'm missing all kinds of stuff. I didn't even notice. I don't know if they're in here or not. It's the Flash. What the hell's going on with this shit? Hell if I know. That's it. Ain't no telling. Never seen that problem before in 3 years, and what the hell made it do it? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I don't know where the colors are for the wheels. I haven't messed with a lot of car stuff. I mean, all that stuff's gonna be in the install path. The car stuff is. The wheels are probably in the common folder. And what makes them the color they make, I don't know. Well, unless it's the material. You know, if it's the material you load up, you just change the material. But if it's using that other stuff, like where you pick the colors for the cars, where they're like the little menu thing, like when you go to vehicle config, you know, in there, I guess you can change them too. I don't know how that's done. I haven't ever got into that. I haven't really been interested in cars. It's like everybody else makes cars, so I was like, man, I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. But I'll mess with it some, but not a whole lot. I, uh, I mean, it's not really interesting to me. I like the game for the physics. I'm not really that much of a car person. Don't know that much about them. But I like making crazy stuff like that toilet guy. You know, the one that's, the one toilet in the head. And, except I made mine shoot turds out of it. Uh, I never finished it. The speedy, no, skibbity thing, whatever the hell it was. I worked on that about 2 weeks. Skibbity toilet. I even gave it wings. Had it held on with duct tape. Toilet paper flapping in the wind on it. Dirty toilet paper on the seat. I think I got it still in here. Toilet dude. Where's that? Damn, it must have been 2003. There. Damn, it's been that long. Time goes by quick. The tornado, man. You know they're not gonna accept that shit in the repo. It uses Lua files from the game and changes them. It would be a problem, but the Luas that load for like the core Lua stuff, like the force field, that stuff it gets overridden by the one you got. It wouldn't be a problem if that's all you had, but say 5 people have a different mod that all uses the same kind of Lua, it's gonna break the game because all them damn mods are gonna load at the same time, and all the different Luas are different. They said if I were to do it, I'd have to make it so that the vehicle itself has a Lua file in it. I don't know enough about it to program it to do that. Like in here, like there's a Lua folder for these particles, but not to put them. You can't pack them in the art folder as like changes to the game, the core game stuff. They don't want you messing with that stuff because when they update the game, they say it might break the game. But I'll share it on my YouTube channel. Um, the best version of that thing I can't share because it uses Tony Gartney's Lua, his custom Lua for a levitating box. It's I mean, he sells his mods, so he really isn't interested in giving that code away, and I understand that. There's a lot of code he had to put into making that damn levitating box, but the levitating box is by far the best thing to use for that because it doesn't get knocked over. It can go anywhere it wants, and it's really easy to control. And the best substitute I could find for that would be that unicycle, and that thing sucks. It's hard to move. It's slow. Hell, it's even. The only thing is good about it doesn't fall over, but and it doesn't break. Dang, which one's got a drag strip? Which map's got a drag strip? I know Italy's got one. That's where I tested it before. I shared that. He's in that folder. If you download that level I shared a while back, the very early version of Motorstorm when I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. He's in there. He's in the folder. You just have to change some things to get him to work on your level. You got to change where the files tell it to point to the files, and something's funny going on with that. I tried to make it so I could just upload it to y'all, and not y'all not fool with it, but something happened. It was late. I couldn't figure it out, and I said, "The hell with it." I didn't fool with it much after that. It's I'm not sure what was causing the problem. Am I not seeing Italy? There it is. But yeah, he shared. You see, all these things got locations where their textures are and stuff, and they don't need to be in there. They're going to depreciate that soon anyway. I'm not sure soon, but I know they're going to. So everything's probably going to be in all together somewhere where it doesn't have to depend on looking for stuff in different places. But it doesn't have to have that now anyway. Now everything can be. Um, they don't have to have where it's located. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I can't explain it. So like the Hulk here. As long as the material, the DAE, and the main dot material are in the same folder, then this ain't got to be there. That's all you need. Actually, you don't even need the DDS. You just need the name of the texture. And that way you can go in any level. But I did this earlier and tried to share it, and hell, it never gave me a red error, a red texture, no material. So I'm not sure if something's going on with the DAE, with what the texture's named, or if it was a problem with the naming of this for some reason. Maybe it conflicted with something. I don't know. It wouldn't load for me when I set it up to be shareable. It was one of the things that just didn't make any sense at the time. I couldn't say, I couldn't figure it out, put my finger on it. Unless the DDS aren't power of 2, that can be a problem. And usually doesn't even load them if they're not. But that's 512 by 512 and 1024 by 1024. That one don't say shit. Maybe that's the problem. Size 1 meg. Now I know that can't be right. So that's probably the issue. That DDS isn't right. Or let me see. Damn, them that can't be that damn small, can they? 6K? I don't know. It's late. Maybe it is. Let me pull it up in here. Ah, 1024 by 1024. I'm gonna just resave them all as damn PNGs. You gotta worry about it then, even if they are the wrong resolution. PNG will load. It'll just look bad. It'll have a lot of aliasing on it. And this is screwed up too for some reason. It probably has to do something with the stream here. Which one's it using? Let me Hulk 2 in, Hulk 1 in, Hulk 1 in. Okay, it's all of them. Oh, it's Italy. All right. Let me save this real quick so it's in the user folder and try to put it over here and see if it'll load. What the hell? See? No idea. You try to import them into Blender. Something's going on with it. I'm not sure yet what it is. There's no texture in there. That means it didn't know where it was at. The DAE didn't know where it was at. I knew where it was at. The game knew where it was at, but the DAE was looking somewhere else for it. Wasn't in there. This one's messed up for some reason. Probably wouldn't be too hard to fix him. You know why that did that way? The UVs got screwed up. Someone merged this thing together and did not change the UV names to be the same. So that made all of them go away for one of these. I'm not fixing that. It just have to stay like it is. It'll take me too long. All you should have to do is open the zip file and copy that folder to your clipboard, and in whatever level you want to put it in, paste that folder in your own level and import it in from the asset browser. So when you're in, like, say, levels Italy, you see the folders just like this, and it should load right up when you import them in from the asset browser. It should. My wings are missing. Everyone doo-doo. I'm not even sure what the hell happened to its head. Yeah, he's not working. I think I deleted the good version of him. It might be in my other OneDrive, one I let get behind. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's it. 1,874% over my limit. Yeah, nothing. How about a big girl? You want a big girl? She's lovely. What I need to do is I need to add sound to it. And I know how to add sound. I can add the sound to her, have it play that song, Big Girls Don't Cry, you know, that old song. Yeah. Ain't none of these gonna load for nobody either because they changed the vehicle thing. You can't load capital V anymore. It's gotta be lowercase. Half of the stuff I made's got a capital V. So it's not gonna load unless you change it. Let's put her here. Oh, she's a vehicle. I forgot. My bad. She's a vehicle. She's not a DAE. There she is. You may be asking yourself, what is that coming out of her ass? I think it's just mud. I think it's just mud, but I do have a particle for it. Yeah, that's just mud. I do got a particle that's actually turds. And what does she do? Nothing really. She bounces pretty good. I think I put a thruster on her too. Yeah, I did. She's got thrusters. She's doing them damn Street Fighter kicks on you. The, the Shoryuken. What I did, I made like a race. I had a bunch of them, and I like made a race. I made like these slides, and I put them all up there and kind of just tried to make figure out which one was going to win. If you ever need to make a quick hill and you don't want to sit there and mess with the damn terrain all day to get it just like you want it, just make a mesh road. You shape the mesh road to be what you want the ground to be. You can do it like this. And always make the top transparent so I can see through it. Then I'll just give the side just a different texture. And what you do, if you want it to be smoother, you change the brake angle, make that small. And you basically just pull the terrain block up to the mesh using terrain tools, align up the mesh, and you see it makes the terrain perfectly get up to where the road's at. And it also sticks to trees, so if you don't want it to do that with your trees, you probably need to hide the forest. That way you ain't got to worry about it. Just until you get your ground up there, then you can put it back. And then like if you need to keep them all together from falling out of the thing, you can just take the mesh road, duplicate it, and bring this one up a bit. Do it on both sides. You know, a little ramp, little edge to keep your big girl in place so she don't go flying over the sides. Bam. Vehicles 8, 11, 23. T. Oh, there it is. But what version? ARM. I guess this is a later one. This is probably better.